What are some examples of the mandates that you'd like to see that you think would move the needle?
So again, I want to emphasize, I think our first and best option is to try to get the market. The market's going to be a much more efficient way of getting businesses to do the right thing and make the right investments. But the market won't always take care of these. There are externalities. There are harms to the public and to the nation that won't be reflected in a business's bottom line, for example. And so in some of those cases, we need government to step in. And the systemically important critical infrastructure may be one of those areas where a single business, the impact to their bottom line may not be anywhere near what the overall impact to society is from their having insufficient defenses for their network or capability for responding to a cyber attack. So in those instances, I think the government does need to think about, let's start with getting that information. So let's start with perhaps some mandatory reporting. Easiest, I think, is to require reporting of ransom payments so that we can begin to get our arms around the scale and scope of ransomware. Right now, there is no reporting requirement, and so we assume that we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg on ransom incidents. We need to understand with that data what that looks like, and so that we can all come together to better defend against. I think companies that are responsible for infrastructure that provides essential goods and services to Americans where there is this systemic risk may need to bear a greater burden, and that might include a requirement to report on significant cyber incidents, again, so that we can understand and that we can all come together to do a better job of defending against and responding to those incidents. So those are, I think, a couple of the key areas where I think government really should be looking seriously at mandates.